Chapter 1. Are you living or just existing? Welcome to Inspiring English, the place where we don't just learn English, we learn how to live, how to feel, and how to wake up from the sleep we didn't know we were in. Take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs. Feel your heart beating quietly inside your chest. That sound, that rhythm, it's life calling your name. But here's the question you need to ask yourself right now. Am I really living, or just existing? Because existing is easy. Existing means doing the same thing every day. Wake up, check your phone, go to school or work, eat, scroll, sleep, repeat. You move, but you don't grow. You breathe, but you don't feel alive. Living, on the other hand, is something completely different. Living means waking up with a reason, even if it's small. It means facing challenges with courage. It means trying again after failure, believing that you can become someone better than you were yesterday. Everyone dreams of a beautiful life, traveling the world, being free, finding love, having peace, success, happiness. But dreaming is not the same as living. So let me ask you, what are you doing today to make that dream real? Are you still wasting hours on your phone, watching other people live the life you want? Are you still afraid to take the first step because you might fail? Still waiting for the perfect moment to start? Let me tell you something. The perfect moment will never come. The stars will never all align. Life will never pause and say, "Now is the time." If you keep waiting, you will wake up one day and realize that time didn't wait for you. Your time is short. My friend, you don't get a second life. You don't get a replay. This is it. This moment right now, the one you're living, is your only chance. So wake up. Open your eyes. Feel the weight of reality and the power of choice. This is your life. Today. This hour. This breath. What are you going to do with it? You say you want to speak English better, feel more confident, live a happier life. But are you doing anything today that moves you closer to that? Or are you hoping it will happen by itself? Someday? Somehow? Listen, you can watch hundreds of motivational videos. You can read all the books in the world. But nothing changes until you decide to act. If you want to speak English better, then speak. Don't be afraid of mistakes. They are proof that you're trying. If you want confidence, face one small fear every day. If you want happiness, stop waiting for someone to give it to you and start creating it yourself. Because life doesn't change when you wish for it. It changes when you work for it. The truth is simple. Your time is your life. Every second you spend doing something meaningless is a piece of your life you can never get back. Time is not your enemy, but it can become one if you keep ignoring it. Every "I'll do it tomorrow," every "I'm not ready yet," is time quietly slipping away. You don't notice it now, but one day you will. You'll look back and wish you had started earlier. You'll wish you had spoken when you were afraid, tried when you were uncertain, believed when everyone else doubted you. Don't let that regret become your story. Start now, even if it's small. Say one sentence in English today. Read one page. Write one idea. Take one step. It's not about being perfect. It's about being alive, being present, being intentional. The people who change their lives are not the ones who wait for the right feeling. They are the ones who act even when they're scared. So stop existing and start living. Because living means being brave enough to begin, again and again, even when it's hard. Living means knowing your time is limited and choosing to use it well. Living means saying, I will not waste this life watching others live theirs. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. You have the power to rewrite your story. You can start over today, no matter your age, your mistakes, or your fears. Life will never hand you permission. You must give it to yourself. So, my friend, this is your moment. Stop scrolling. Take a deep breath. Look around you. The world is waiting for you to join it, to live it, to speak it, to feel it. Welcome to Inspiring English, where we don't just teach words, we teach courage, clarity, and life with purpose. Now, ask yourself one more time. Am I really living or just existing? Chapter 2. Time is your life. Let me tell you something simple but powerful. You don't kill time. Time is killing you. Slowly, silently, every second you waste. Most people don't realize this truth until it's too late. They keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow. As if tomorrow is a promise, not a gift. But every time you say that, you lose a small piece of your dream. You lose a moment you will never get back. One day you'll look in the mirror and ask, where did my time go? Why didn't I start earlier? And the sad part is, time will never answer you. It just moves on. Think about it. When you were a child, you thought you had all the time in the world. Now, the days move faster, don't they? You wake up, check your phone, go to work or school, scroll for a while, watch a few videos, and suddenly the day is gone. You promise yourself, tomorrow I'll study, tomorrow I'll exercise, tomorrow I'll change. But tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow turns into next week, next month, next year, and then into regret. Time is the most valuable thing you have. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose people and meet new ones. But once time is gone, it never returns. It's the only thing you can't buy, can't borrow, can't control. That's why smart people respect it. They treat every hour like gold, because they know each minute can shape their future. Successful people don't have more time than you. They just use it better. They plan their days with purpose. They protect their time from useless things that steal it. Endless scrolling, gossip, fear, laziness. Ask yourself, how many hours did you waste last week doing things that made you feel empty? How many mornings did you stay in bed thinking you were tired, when deep down you were just unmotivated? Be honest. How much of your life is being stolen by distraction? The truth might hurt, but it will also set you free, because when you see how valuable your time really is, you start living differently. You start to say no to what doesn't matter, and yes to what builds you. Let's do a small exercise. Imagine your time as coins. Each day, you get 24 gold coins. Every hour you spend, studying, working, resting, dreaming, costs 1 coin. You can use those coins to build a life you love, or throw them away without thinking. The problem is, most people spend their coins on comfort instead of growth. They give their time to things that don't help them, and then wonder why they're still stuck in the same place. But you're not like most people. You're here because you want to grow. You want to live better. So here's a simple rule. Respect your hours. Make a small plan every morning. You don't need to plan your whole life. Just focus on one day. Write 3 small goals you want to complete. Maybe read for 30 minutes. Watch an English video and repeat aloud, or walk outside and think in English. When you finish, you'll feel something magical. Pride. That quiet, warm pride that whispers, "I did it." If you use even 1 hour each day to read, learn, or grow, your life will start to change in ways you can't imagine. You'll see that progress doesn't come from doing big things once. It comes from doing small things every day. 1 hour a day means 7 hours a week, 30 hours a month, 365 hours a year. That's like 15 full days of growth. Imagine what kind of person you could become in 15 days of pure focus. Time can be your best friend if you treat it well, or your worst enemy if you don't. It's like a mirror. It gives back exactly what you give it. If you respect it, it rewards you with results, peace, and confidence. If you waste it, it punishes you with regret. There's no in-between. I know it's easy to get lost in the noise of life. Everyone is busy. Everyone is tired. But busyness is not progress. Many people are busy running in circles, doing everything except what truly matters. Don't be one of them. Choose to be different. Use your time wisely, even when no one is watching. And remember this, time doesn't need to be managed, it needs to be valued. You can't control how fast it moves, but you can control how you move within it. Every second is a choice. Every choice builds your future. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. You just need to change how you use 1 hour. So, tomorrow morning when you wake up, before touching your phone, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I do today to move 1 step closer to my dream? Then do it, even if it's small. Read 1 page, watch 1 English video, write 1 line in your journal, because every small action is like planting a seed, and time is the sunlight that helps it grow. Don't say, "I'll do it when I have time." You already have time, 24 hours every day. The question is, how will you use it? You can waste it, or you can turn it into your masterpiece. The choice is yours. When you finish this video, don't scroll to the next one. Take 1 minute to write your plan for today. Respect your hours, because your hours are your life. Time is your friend only if you use it well. Otherwise, it becomes the thief that quietly steals everything you love. So guard it, protect it, live it. Because one day, time will run out, and you'll realize the truth. You were never waiting for the right time. Time was waiting for you. Chapter 3. Stop blaming. Start building. So many people wake up every morning already defeated by their own thoughts. They say, "I can't do it because I'm poor," or "My family doesn't support me," or "I didn't go to a good school." Maybe you've said those words before too. But let me ask you something. Has blaming ever changed your life? Has saying "I can't" ever built a better future for you? The truth is, no excuse has ever created success. Excuses only make you feel safe for a moment, but they quietly steal your power. You give away control to everything around you, your past, your parents, your country, your situation, and then you wonder why nothing changes. I want you to understand this. Great people don't start with everything. They start with nothing, but they start. They use what they have, not what they wish they had. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for perfect timing, and they don't wait for help that may never come. They begin with what's in their hands, and they build one small brick at a time. Think about Oprah Winfrey. She was born into poverty, faced abuse, rejection, and a world that didn't believe in her. But she didn't let that stop her. She didn't sit and cry about how unfair life was. She worked hard, spoke her truth, and turned her pain into purpose. Today, she's one of the most powerful women on earth. And do you know what she says? You are responsible for your life. You can't keep blaming somebody else for your dysfunction. Maybe your story is different, but the lesson is the same. Life doesn't owe you anything, but it gives you everything you need to start. Accept your story, even the hard parts, your pain, your struggles, your failures. They are not curses. They are your tools, your training, your lessons. But don't use them as an excuse to stop. Use them as fuel to move, because every time you blame, you stop growing, but every time you take responsibility, you build power. Say this to yourself right now. I am responsible for my life, not your parents, not your teachers, not your government. You. This simple sentence can change everything, because the moment you take responsibility, you take control. You stop waiting for others to fix things. You become the builder of your own life. Let me give you a small secret. Successful people are not lucky. They are consistent. They act even when no one claps for them. They fail but keep moving. They face unfair situations but choose to rise anyway. The difference between those who win and those who stay stuck isn't talent, it's attitude. So, instead of saying, I can't because I'm poor, say, I will learn how to make money. Instead of, my family doesn't support me, say, I will support myself until they see. Instead of, I didn't go to a good school, say, I will educate myself every single day. Because when you change your words, you change your world. Here's something you can do today. Take a piece of paper and write down your problems. Don't hide them. Face them. Then, next to each problem, write one small solution. Maybe you can't fix everything right now, but you can always do something. If you're shy speaking English, speak one sentence today. If you have no money, learn a free skill online. If you have no support, find one person who believes in you, or be that person for yourself. Small steps create big change. One brick at a time, one day at a time, you build your future. But the hardest part is starting. Most people never start because they're waiting to feel ready. The truth is, you'll never feel ready. You just have to start while you're scared, tired, or unsure. Start anyway. The best builders begin with shaking hands but strong hearts. And when life gets heavy, and it will, remember this. Pain is not your enemy. It's your teacher. Every failure is feedback. Every mistake shows you what doesn't work. So you can try something new. Stop crying about the walls in front of you and start learning how to climb them. Every challenge is an invitation to grow stronger. There will always be someone who had it easier than you. And there will always be someone who had it harder, but still made it. Which one will you be? The one who blames or the one who builds? The choice is yours every single morning. If you want freedom, start by building discipline. If you want success, build habits. If you want confidence, build courage through small victories. The more you build, the stronger you become. Let me tell you something powerful. Your situation might not be your fault, but changing it is your responsibility. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your government. It's on you. And that's not bad news. It's great news, because it means you have the power to create something new. You have the power to rebuild your life exactly how you want it. Every time you choose action over excuses, you take back control. Every time you try again after falling, you grow. Every time you believe in yourself when no one else does, you build a stronger version of you. So stop waiting. Stop blaming. Pick up your tools, your courage, your time, your energy, and start building. Build your skills, your confidence, your future. It won't happen in one day, but it will happen one day if you start now. Say it again with me. I am responsible for my life. Let that sentence be your daily promise. When you feel lazy, say it. When you feel lost, say it. When life hits hard, say it louder. Because responsibility is freedom. The more you own your life, the more power you gain to shape it. You may have been born with nothing, but you were not born to stay that way. You were born to build. So stop blaming, my friend, and start creating the life you've always dreamed of, one brave step at a time. Chapter 4. Escape your comfort zone. Your comfort zone feels safe, but it's a trap that keeps you small. It's soft, warm, familiar. You wake up, scroll through your phone, eat, go to work or school, come back, scroll again, sleep, and repeat. Every day looks the same, and you tell yourself, at least I'm okay. But deep down, you know something is missing. You know you were meant for more. That quiet voice inside you, the one that whispers, I can do better, I want more, I was born for something bigger. That's your soul trying to wake you up. The truth is, comfort slowly kills your dreams. It doesn't hurt you suddenly. It kills you softly. It gives you the illusion of peace, while quietly taking away your passion, your fire, your purpose. You think you're resting, but you're actually rusting. You think you're safe, but you're stuck. You think you're happy, but deep down you're bored, empty, and lost. Let me tell you a secret that successful people already know. Growth only happens outside your comfort zone. If you stay where it's easy, you'll never know how strong you can be. You'll never feel the pride of overcoming fear. You'll never see what you're truly capable of. Think about it. A seed cannot become a tree unless it breaks through the soil. It must push through the dark, face the wind, and reach for the sun. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. But that's how it grows. You are just like that seed. You must break the limits of your comfort zone if you want to see your full potential. Maybe you want to speak English better, but you're afraid of making mistakes. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, but you're afraid people will laugh. Maybe you want to apply for a better job, but you think you're not ready. Let me tell you, nobody is ever ready. You just start. You start afraid. You start shy. You start small. Because if you wait for courage to come first, you'll wait forever. The funny thing about fear is that it disappears once you face it. The first time you speak English in front of others, your heart will race, your hands will shake, your voice will break, and that's okay. But after that, you'll realize nothing bad happened. You made mistakes, yes, but you also survived. You grew stronger. The second time will be easier. The third time will be natural. That's how confidence is built, not from thinking, but from doing. So, stop waiting for confidence. Build it, one action at a time. Every person you admire, the ones who speak powerfully, live freely, or create amazing things, they were once beginners too. They were scared, nervous, uncertain. The difference is, they moved anyway. They used their fear as fuel. They turned, "What if I fail?" into, "What if I fly?" Your comfort zone lies to you. It tells you that failure is dangerous, but in truth, failure is your greatest teacher. Every failure shows you what doesn't work and brings you one step closer to what does. The real danger is not failing. The real danger is never trying. Imagine this. 10 years from now, you're sitting in the same place, doing the same things, feeling the same way, safe but empty. You'll look back and think, if only I had started earlier. If only I had been brave. Don't let that happen. Don't let fear steal your future. Do something uncomfortable every day. Speak to a stranger in English. Ask that question in class. Post that video, even if your accent isn't perfect. Say yes to opportunities, even if you feel unready. Growth doesn't come from perfection. It comes from courage. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you become a new version of yourself, stronger, braver, more alive. Remember the first time you tried something new, maybe learning to ride a bike or swim. You were scared, right? But once you did it, it became easy. That's how everything works in life. Fear fades when you move through it. The longer you hide from it, the bigger it grows. So here's a truth to hold on to. Your comfort zone is beautiful, but nothing grows there. Real joy, real success, real confidence, they all live outside that invisible wall of comfort. You won't find them by staying safe. You find them by doing something that makes your heart beat faster. That's where life begins, in the space between fear and action. Let's make it practical. Every morning, ask yourself one simple question. What can I do today that scares me a little? Then do it. It doesn't have to be big, just one small step. Maybe it's talking to your teacher in English. Maybe it's saying no to something you don't want to do. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier to study or exercise. Small discomforts build big strength. And when you fail, because you will sometimes, don't quit. Smile and say, "This is part of the process." Every failure adds a layer to your character. Every mistake becomes a story of growth. Your dream life doesn't live inside your comfort zone. It's out there, waiting for you to come and get it. But to reach it, you must walk through fear, not around it. The path to your best self will always feel uncomfortable at first. That's how you know you're growing. Think about the butterfly. Before it can fly, it must struggle to break free from the cocoon. That struggle makes its wings strong enough to soar. If someone helped it escape too early, it would never fly. Your discomfort is that same cocoon. It's preparing you for freedom. So, my friend, the next time fear whispers, Stay here. It's safe. Smile and say, "No, thank you. I choose to grow." Step out, speak up, and face the world with all your imperfections. Because the only thing more painful than leaving your comfort zone is staying there forever. A seed must break the ground to become a tree. You must break your comfort to become who you were meant to be. Face the sun, face the fear, grow strong. Chapter 5. Stop thinking. Start doing thinking is good, but too much thinking kills action. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need to begin. That's where most people get stuck. They think, plan, imagine, dream, but never move. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect idea, the perfect version of themselves before they start. But let me tell you a secret. Perfection doesn't exist. The only perfect time is now. The people who change their lives are not the ones who think the most. They are the ones who do the most. You see, your mind is a powerful tool, but it can also become your biggest prison. Overthinking builds invisible walls around your dreams. You tell yourself, "I'll start when I'm ready. I'll speak English when I'm better." Or, "I'll try again when I'm not scared." But that day never comes. Because fear grows stronger the longer you wait. The more you think, the more reasons you find to stop yourself. That's how people waste years of their lives, waiting, worrying, and wondering, what if? Have you ever noticed how children learn? They don't think too much. They just try. They fall, laugh, and try again. They don't care about being perfect. They care about learning. That's why they grow fast. But as adults, we let fear and pride block us. We want to look smart, sound good, and never fail, so we do nothing. But doing nothing is the biggest failure of all. Here's the truth. Action creates clarity. You don't figure out life by thinking about it. You figure it out by living it. The first step doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be real. When you take action, even small action, life starts moving with you. Doors open, people appear, opportunities show up. But they only come to those who move. So, think for 10 minutes, then act for 10 hours. Don't overthink every detail. Don't waste your energy planning every possibility. Just start. Action builds confidence faster than any book or speech ever can. Every time you act, you learn something new. Every mistake becomes a teacher. Every failure builds your strength. Most people fear mistakes because they think mistakes mean weakness. But the truth is, mistakes are proof that you're trying. Fear teaches you nothing. Mistakes teach you everything. You can't learn to swim by reading about water. You have to jump in. You can't learn to speak English by thinking about grammar rules forever. You have to open your mouth and try. The first time, you'll make mistakes. The second time, you'll make fewer. The third time, you'll surprise yourself. And one day, you'll realize that all your bad attempts were actually the steps that brought you here. Confident, capable, and proud. Let me tell you something real. Every dream you have will remain a dream until you take action. You can have all the knowledge, all the talent, and all the plans in the world, but if you don't move, nothing happens. Thinking won't build your dream life, only doing will. You want to speak English fluently? Don't wait for perfect grammar. Speak now, practice now, learn now, even if you sound awkward, even if you forget words, even if people laugh. Every word you say is progress. Every conversation is a small victory. Maybe you've been telling yourself, I'll start studying next week, or I'll record that video when I'm ready. But guess what? You'll never feel ready. No one ever does. Readiness doesn't come before action, it comes after. You become ready by doing. Remember this: action beats fear. Every single time you act, fear loses power. The only way to win against hesitation is to move. When you move, your energy changes. You feel alive, focused, unstoppable. Think of a car. It's hard to steer when it's parked, but once it starts moving, it's easy to change direction. Life is the same. You can't control where it goes until you start driving. So, stop standing at the start line. Take the first step, even if it's small. Start by doing one simple thing today. Don't plan a big change. Just take a small action that moves you forward. Open your English notebook. Read one page aloud. Record yourself speaking. Send a message to a friend in English. It doesn't matter how tiny it is. What matters is that you do it. Because when you do, something shifts inside you. You begin to believe in yourself a little more. You start to feel proud of what you can do, not what you're afraid of. That's how transformation begins, with one brave, imperfect step. Let me remind you, success is not built in one big moment. It's built from 1,000 small moments when you choose to act instead of think. Every time you act, you plant a seed. Every time you hesitate, you delay the harvest. The sooner you plant, the sooner you'll see results. Stop asking, what if I fail? And start asking, what if I succeed? What if that one small action changes everything? What if your voice inspires someone? What if your idea becomes your future? You'll never know unless you try. So, my friend, stop thinking so much. Stop waiting for the perfect mood, the perfect plan, the perfect moment. Just begin. Right now. Not next week. Not tomorrow, not later, now. The moment you decide to act, you've already won half the battle. You were not born to overthink. You were born to create, to move, to live. So, take that energy that's been trapped inside your mind and turn it into motion. Let action be your new habit. Think for 10 minutes. Act for 10 hours. Let your mistakes guide you, not stop you. You'll learn more by trying once than by thinking 100 times. Life rewards movement, not hesitation. So don't wait for perfect English. Speak now. Practice now. Learn now. The world doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be real, brave, and alive. Chapter 6. You versus you. Your biggest fight is not with the world, it's with yourself. Every morning when you wake up, there are two voices inside your head. One tells you to stay in bed, to rest a little longer, to scroll your phone for just 5 minutes. The other whispers, get up, do something, make today count. These two voices belong to two versions of you. One lazy and afraid, the other brave and strong. And every single day, from the moment you open your eyes, you choose which one wins. This battle doesn't happen once in a lifetime. It happens every day, in every decision, when you decide whether to study or skip it, whether to speak or stay silent, whether to act or overthink. The lazy version of you loves comfort. It says, you can do it later, or it's too hard, or You're not good enough. It makes excuses. It loves easy things, quick pleasure, and short satisfaction. But comfort has a price. The more you feed it, the weaker you become. Then there's the strong version of you, the one that wants to grow, to learn, to change, to win. That version doesn't shout. It whispers. It tells you, you can do this. It's the part of you that doesn't give up even when you fail, that stands up when you fall, that keeps walking when everyone else stops. It's the version that builds your dream, piece by piece, day by day. But here's the truth. The strong version only grows if you feed it. Every choice you make feeds one side or the other. When you hit snooze, when you skip your practice, when you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you feed the weak one. But when you take action, even a small one, when you study for 10 minutes, when you speak English even if you make mistakes, when you keep going even if it's hard, you feed the strong one. Imagine there are two wolves living inside you. One is lazy, negative, and full of fear. The other is brave, positive, and full of fire. Which one grows stronger? The one you feed. That's the secret of success. It's not luck. It's not talent. It's choosing, every day, which wolf to feed. So, when you feel tired and your mind says, stop, you can't do this, smile and answer, not today, I will try again. Because you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving. The strong version of you is not built in one big moment of courage. It's built in thousands of tiny moments when you choose not to give up. Some days, you'll lose the fight, you'll feel weak, unmotivated, maybe even hopeless. That's okay. Everyone loses sometimes. What matters is that you don't stay down. When you fall, don't hate yourself. Just get up. Say, tomorrow, I'll do better. Forgive yourself. But don't quit on yourself. Because your dream is still waiting. And your future self is watching. Think about the person you want to become. Confident, fluent, successful, full of life. That version of you is not in some faraway future. It's being built right now by the choices you make today. Every time you push past laziness, every time you study instead of scrolling, every time you say yes to growth, you're getting closer to that version of yourself. Let's be honest. The hardest person to beat in this world is the person in the mirror. You can't run from them. You can't hide from them. And you can't lie to them. They know all your excuses, all your fears, and all your weaknesses. But they also hold all your strength, all your dreams, and all your potential. Your job is not to destroy the weak version of you. Your job is to train it, to guide it, to turn it into strength. When you start changing your inner voice, your outer world begins to change too. Stop saying, I can't. Start saying, I'll try. Stop saying, I'm not good enough. Start saying, I'm learning every day. Because your mind believes what you tell it. If you keep feeding it negative words, it will stay weak. But if you feed it hope, discipline, and action, it will grow powerful. Here's a small challenge. When you wake up tomorrow, before you touch your phone, talk to yourself. Yes, really. Look in the mirror and say, today, I choose the strong me. Then act like that person all day long. Walk a little taller. Speak with more confidence. Work with more focus. You'll be amazed how much changes when you decide who you want to be in the morning. Remember this, Every day is a new fight, but it's also a new chance. You don't need to win every battle. You just need to show up and fight again. Because consistency beats perfection. Small progress beats big excuses. One honest effort beats 1,000 empty dreams. When you start to see progress, when you notice that you can speak English more easily, or you feel more confident, or you stop quitting so quickly, celebrate it. You are not competing with anyone else. You are competing with who you were yesterday. If today you're even 1% stronger, 1% more disciplined, 1% braver, you are winning. Don't compare your journey to others. Their path is not yours. Some people start faster, others slower. Some have more help, others less. But that doesn't matter. You're not here to beat them. You're here to beat your old self, the one who gave up too soon, who was afraid to start, who didn't believe enough. Let me tell you this. The strongest people in the world are not the ones who never fall. They're the ones who fall 100 times, but rise 101. They talk to themselves differently. When they fail, they don't say, "I'm not good enough." They say, "This is part of the process. I'm learning. I'll come back stronger." That's the mindset of a winner. So, my friend, when you feel tired, remember your purpose. When you feel scared, remember your dream. And when your lazy self whispers, give up, stand tall and say, "Not today." Because the brave version of you, the real you, is waiting to win. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving. Step by step, word by word, day by day, you are building a stronger, wiser, and more confident version of yourself. And one day, when you look back, you'll smile and realize that the hardest battles were not with others. They were with yourself, and you won them. Because your dream is waiting, and your future self is cheering for you. Thank you so much for watching Inspiring English. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and send it to someone who needs a little English motivation today. And of course, hit the bell icon so you never miss the next lesson that can change your English, and maybe even your life.